Hello students. Today we will discuss about the second part of the chapter Money and Credit. In this we will talk about the meaning of credit, the terms of credit, bank and how the loan activities are carried forward. First we talk of the word credit. Credit or loan refers to an agreement in which the lender supplies the borrower with money, goods or services in return for the promise of future payment. Here you can see that the cash, goods or services are given and here a promise to pay in the future. Then comes the various terms of credit. They are rate of interest, mode of repayment, collateral, which means it is an asset that the borrower owns, such as land, building, vehicle, livestock, deposits with banks, and uses this as a guarantee to a lender until the loan is repaid. And 4. The documentation required. Then comes the bank. Bank is a financial institution who deals with money and credit as its regular course of business. It accepts deposits from the depositors and grant loans to the needy borrowers. There are various functions of bank which are mainly specified on depositors and the borrowers. Some of its functions are accepting deposit from the depositors, granting loans to the borrowers, providing safety to valuables of customers, transferring funds from one place to another for the customers, accepting payment for customers, making payment on behalf of the customers. The loan activity in a bank. Bank keep only a small proportion of their deposits with themselves as a provision to pay the depositors who might come to withdraw from the bank on any given day. Bank use a major portion of the deposit to extend loan or the credit. Bank mediate between those people who have surplus funds, known as the depositors, and those people who are in the need of these funds, known as borrowers. There are two credit situations, one positive and the other negative. First, we will discuss about the positive situation. It is a festival season 2 months from now and the shoe manufacturer Salim has received an order from a large trader in town for 3,000 pairs of shoes to be delivered in a month's time. To complete the production on time, Salim has to hire a few more workers for stitching and pasting work. He has to purchase the raw materials. To meet these expenses, Salim obtains loans from two sources. First, he asks the leather supplier to supply leather now and promise to pay him later. Second, he obtains loan in cash from the large trader as advance payment for 1,000 pairs of shoes with a promise to deliver the whole order by the end of the month. At the end of the month, Salim is able to deliver the order, make a good profit and repay the money that he has borrowed. Here we can see that credit plays a vital and positive role if made a good profit. Then comes a negative situation of the credit, which leads the person to a debt trap. Swapna, a small farmer, grows groundnut on her 3 acres of land. She takes a loan from the moneylender to meet the expenses of cultivation, hoping that her harvest would help repay the loan. Midway through the season, the crop is hit by pest and the crop fails. Though Swapna sprays her crops with expensive pesticides, it makes little difference. She is unable to repay the moneylender and the debt grows over the year into a large amount. Next year, Swapna takes a fresh loan for cultivation. It is a normal crop this year, but the earnings are not enough to cover the old loan. She is caught in debt. She has to sell a part of the land to pay off the debt. Here comes the debt trap. At times, repayment of the loan becomes difficult, and credit, instead of improving the earnings, pushes the borrower into a situation from which recovery is very difficult and painful. This situation is called debt trap. Thank you all.